My madam tried to leave.
No, I didn't.
I did everything right.
Ah! Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I'd like to play the Day 2 update of Home is Where He Is. Day 2. If you'd like to, I'm just gonna get right started with Day 2, but if you'd like to see Day 1, be sure to check out this video. Hopefully I remember to put a link somewhere, either above my head or in the description. Your wrists burned with a cold touch all night long. Ah. Aww. You wake up to the sound of birds outside. The bedroom curtains are drawn, letting in very little light. The blanket feels like it was recently tucked around your body. Sigh. Your head sinks into the pillows. You turn your head. Aww. Next to the bed, there's a vase of flowers. Roses. The very same ones responsible for the scent that's now making you nauseous. They look like they've been artificially dyed a shade of blue. Aw. Yeah, I was about to say, where'd you get blue roses? Are there still bits of red peeking out? Actually, that's kind of cute. They were clearly painted by hand. Tiny imperfections still let the original color show through. That's kind of cute. He left these here. You throw the blankets aside. Your wrists feel numb. Ow. Marked by itchy, reddish splotches. Aw, man. As you sit up, you notice your cardigan tossed over the headboard. What is this doing here? You touch it. The fabric feels warm against your skin, as if it were taken off just moments ago. Oh yeah, wasn't he wearing my clothes? The clothes now smell of damp earth and something sickly sweet and decaying. Alright, we need to set some fashion boundaries. You walk down the stairs barefoot. The house feels a bit different from yesterday. The windows that were stuck before are now wide open, letting the bright daylight stream in. Your eyes sting as you stare too intensely at the backyard. Did he open them? I mean, so far, he's been a lovely housekeeper. The smell of frying food catches your attention. The pan sizzles as you step closer. Mold is standing in front of the stove, hunched over. He holds the spoon awkwardly as he stirs some eggs in a frying pan. The apple is still on the counter, right where it was. Yeah, this time I decided to leave the clearly chewed apple just on the table, in case he wanted to finish it. Mold placed a clean saucer underneath it, but that didn't stop it from rotting right on top of the ceramic. The skin has lost its shine, and dark spots are slowly spreading, along with the mold. Ew. He snaps his head in your direction. The movement is fast. Oh yeah, he may or may not have bones. As if he had already been watching before you even arrived. The burner is turned off. The sizzle of the pan dies down instantly. Silence. What up, housemate? A smile slowly forms on his face, as if it's being pieced together. Good morning, my maiden. Aww. Are you hungry? Did you sleep well? Mold didn't find many things for breakfast. Sit down. His tone is softer than yesterday. Too soft. That was kind of nice to him. I think I still, in this save that I've created, I still wiped his beautiful artwork off the bathroom window. Mirror. He's being a good boy, mostly, so good morning, Pookie. Good morning, Mold. Mold seems to freeze at the sound of your voice. The hand holding his spoon trembles slightly as a smile takes over his face. His dark irises dilate in a terrifying way, taking up nearly his entire eye. Alright, first rule of business, don't do that. Sit down, my maiden. Mold made food. Mold did everything right. He clumsily serves you, setting the plate in front of you. He almost drops it into your lap. He stays by your side, staring intently, as if waiting for something. Did my maiden like the roses? Mold picked them for you. He rubs his hands together awkwardly while waiting for your answer. Aww. You know what, As much as I want to thank him, I'm kind of curious. Where did they come from? His smile falters. And why did you paint them blue? He fumbles with his hands more nervously and avoids looking at you.
From outside? Mold went out to get them.
He slowly raises his hands. His fingers are raw, covered in red marks that look like burns. Oh,
Mold was fast, didn't stay long. If my maiden likes it, Mold does it.
Oh, I'm going to look at them hands. Show me your hands. Do you need some ointment? You hesitate, but take the hands offered to you. His skin is hot compared to yesterday. It feels strange, as if it isn't entirely human. I think we've established that. He doesn't move. He doesn't pull his hands away from your touch, nor does he try to look away.
Is my maiden touching them?
Aw.
It's okay. Mold can take it.
Mold picks up all of the ceramic shards. He moves through the kitchen in an unsettling way. He doesn't say a word while taking care of all the dirty dishes. For a moment, everything seems normal again. Almost normal. Look around. Wait, I think we should look around. Everything looks just as clean as yesterday. It's almost strange how much this doesn't seem to bother you like it did the day before. The water stops running. Silence. Mold doesn't turn to face you right away. He grips the edge of the sink and takes a deep breath. Then he moves. He walks up to you with slow, yet somehow heavy steps. His hand rummages through the pocket of the sweatpants he stole from your closet, pulling something out from inside. Oh, the keys.
My maiden said you needs food.
He extends his hand. The keys are right there, in his pale, wet palm.
Outside. It's dangerous. Mold keeps Madam safe. Mold takes care. The outside doesn't.
He tilts his head. It feels wrong. You hesitate to take them, looking at him as if to make sure he's actually handing them over to you. Snatch the keys from his hand? Aw. I mean, I am going to have to go back and be terribly mean, but I will take them carefully. You reach your hand out to his. Your fingers brush against his palm, which feels strangely cold now. He doesn't resist. He doesn't even try to snatch the keys back from you.
Come back soon.
You didn't think he would actually give them to you. The metal feels heavy in your hand. You stare at your keychain in disbelief. Why? You stand up. I mean, I do gotta go get food. Before you can leave, he grabs your wrist tightly. The very same wrist that's still itching from that strange allergy. Aw, that would be sad if I'm allergic to him.
Wait a moment.
He lets go of your hand. You don't understand what he wants this time. Without a word, he vanishes up the stairs. When he returns, there's fabric in his hands. The same cardigan you found in the bedroom earlier.
It looks cold outside.
It's sunny outside. He steps closer. He doesn't even seem to hear you.
Take it with you, madam.
Fine. What are you, my nanny? You take the cardigan. There's something strange about it. Did you do something to my cardigan? But you put it on. The sickly sweet smell wraps around you now. Mold watches you with a satisfied smile. Aw, the door's right there. But something feels off, as if leaving isn't going to be as easy as it seems. You slot the key into the lock. Turn it. It's unlocked. Where are my other things? You walk over to the small dresser where you usually leave your belongings. Your wallet and phone are there, lined up perfectly. Oh, like he set it out for me. You slip the items into your pocket and push the door open. The pleasant morning air hits your face, and the silence of the house is replaced by the sound of a car passing down the street and a dog barking. You walk down the porch steps. I'm out. The metal of the keys feels like it's burning your palm. I have the keys, so I could just leave. I could go to a bus station and never come back. Your wrist flares up, and you scratch it with frantic intensity. What's the deal with that rash? Pulling up the sleeve of your cardigan to look at your wrist, you notice it looks worse and worse the more you scratch. Oh, it's just my eczema. You quicken your pace towards the market. As you walk, you notice people looking at you strangely, some even moving away. You don't understand why. Is it the cardigan? Are people like, ew, that fashion is so like 80 years ago. What in the world is she wearing? You wander through the market, trying to follow a mental grocery list. Your hand grips the handle of the small basket you're carrying. The sterile smell of the market seems to fade with every step, replaced by the sickly sweet odor of roses and damp earth. Is he following me? Is he around me with this cardigan? Pick up some bread, some pan. The fresh scent of bread grows stronger. You reach out, grab a bag of whole wheat bread and place it into your basket. The person beside you mutters while giving you a sidelong glance. Is that coming from you? Good heavens, that's strong. She wrinkles her nose before moving away entirely. I pulled this cardigan out of storage. It's been sitting for a while. Weird. You can hear her muttering in the distance. Other people stare. Not directly, but enough. Well, y'all's never seen someone with a stinky cardigan before? One of them covers their nose. Another switches aisles. You don't understand. The colors catch your attention first. Vivid reds, deep yellows, greens far too bright, carefully arranged. They all look perfect. None of them feels right. You step closer. The sweet aroma should be pleasant, but something doesn't feel right. Too sweet. Heavy. Your hand hovers over an apple. Red. Smooth. Flawless. For a split second, it looks artificial. Take a fruit. You reach out and grab a small bag of oranges. They look fresh and sweet. I need to get some oranges. You place them into the basket with a lingering sense of unease. Why? Your steps carry you automatically towards the freezer section. You need some meat. You won't survive on bread, eggs, and a few sticky bowls of pasta alone. Your hand pulls open the freezer door. A blast of cold air hits your face. You've never cared much about the different cuts of meat, so you grab the first one your hand touches and drop it into the basket. I already have enough. The basket weighs heavy on your arm as you head to the checkout. The lively conversation between the cashier and a customer cuts short the moment you approach. Why is everyone acting like this? Am I in the Matrix? You set your groceries on the conveyor belt while the woman behind the counter scans the items rapidly. That'll be $14.48. You pay for your groceries and leave the store as quickly as possible. Everyone just goes, The air outside is much more welcoming. You rummage through your pocket, grocery bags swinging from your other hand. Your phone. You pull out the device and turn it on. The battery is low. You forgot to charge it ever since you arrived. Your finger scrolls through the apps and stops. Your contacts. You stand under the sun, feeling the weight of the plastic bags digging into your palm. The world around you keeps spinning. Cars, people, city noises, but you feel like you're standing in a blind spot of reality. I can't just go back there, can I? Your finger hovers over the phone screen. The battery shows a thin red line, 3%. Y'alls, if that's another thing that MCs and visual novels do, why don't y'all charge a phone? Call someone? Don't call? I think we ought to call somebody. You tap your contacts. I don't know if it'll work, though. You scroll down the list until you stop at a number. Asher. Your finger hesitates over the screen. You haven't spoken in a while. Ever since you started taking care of your grandfather, the conversations became less frequent. The visits, too. You take a deep breath before pressing the button. The phone rings against your ear.
Hello? Espoir? Where have you been? I tried calling you yesterday, but all my calls kept dropping.
How long has it been since you heard his voice? You can hear footsteps and a door closing on the other end of the line.
All right, talk.
Silence.
Are you crying?
Your chest tightens. No. A lie.
Your grandfather. I heard.
His voice grows quieter.
Why didn't you tell me?
You don't answer.
Espoir? You disappeared. You did it again.
Your grip on the shopping bag tightens.
Where are you?
Ash.
You always do this when things get worse.
You hear him sigh on the other end. Your wrist burns as you press the phone harder against your ear. You stare down at your feet. Ash, I need you to come here. For the first time, you've left him silent for too long.
What?
There's something wrong here.
Espoir, you're scaring me.
Your breath catches. Ash, please.
Give me your address. I'll be...
The voice cuts out. Gosh doodles. You pull the phone away. 1%. The screen goes dark. Stay? Leave? Stay? You remain standing on the sidewalk, the dead phone still clutched in your hand. The world keeps moving around you. Cars, footsteps, voices. Well, I guess I'm gonna be living in front of this grocery store now. But it all feels so far away. Your reflection briefly appears on the dark screen. Pale, tired, strange. I came here because I didn't have a choice. Where else would I go? You unconsciously raise your arm, staring at your reddened wrist. You wipe your face. The feeling of defeat feels embedded in your skin. I can't just disappear. You stare down the street you came from. The way back feels shorter than the way out. Go home? Run away? Run away! Ah! This doesn't feel right. Why you glitch? I said, run away? Why am I hesitating? But. Shenanigans! Oh, all right, I guess we're gonna go back, I suppose. Your steps are heavy. Every one of them feels wrong, but you keep going anyway. You're back. The house looks smaller in the daylight. Less threatening, but no less unnatural. Your gaze drifts upward, almost by instinct. The upstairs curtain moves. There's no wind. The fabric glides slowly, as if something had just brushed past it. Your stomach churns. Every step towards the porch feels like a mistake. What is going on here? Everything is quiet, but the smell hasn't gone away. That apple's still there. You set the groceries on the counter. You take off your cardigan. Strangely enough, you didn't feel any warmth from him at all. Even without the fabric, the smell won't leave. It wasn't just on the clothes. You toss it into a chair by the table. The counter is far too clean. You open the bags, taking out each item. A shiver runs up the back of your neck. Before you even understand why, you look back. Hey, Pookum Schnookums. He's standing just a few paces behind you.
My madam tried to leave.
No, I didn't.
But came back.
He's close, far too close, but he doesn't touch you right away. He watches the items you pull from the bags with curiosity. He steps away and picks up the discarded cardigan, smoothing the edge of the fabric before folding it carefully, as if it were something precious. His fingers lightly brush the sleeve of the garment.
You smell like the outside now. People are dirty, Espoir. Go.
He points up the stairs.
Wash away the smell of outside. Mold prepared the bath for when my madam returned.
He did?
When you come downstairs, the food will be ready.
He turns away. When you blink, he's already gone. All right, so he is my nanny. Maybe later, take a bath. Don't tell me what to do. Maybe later. Maybe later. I haven't really looked around the house since I got here. Mold seems like he'll leave me alone for now. Well, we're already here, so let's look around downstairs. Maybe I should look around a bit. Office? There's an office? You had forgotten about this room since you arrived. Your grandfather's office. Grandpa never let me stay in here. There must have been important things. You turn the doorknob. It's smaller than you expected. The shelves are packed with books, some philosophical, mathematical, even financial. He really loved this stuff. What you been working on, Grandpa? There are several papers scattered across the desk, handwritten letters, all addressed to you, never sent. You slide the chair back, sit down, and pick up the top letter. This room is clean. Why did Mold leave these here?
Hello, dear. How have you been? Are you eating well? You haven't visited in quite some time. I bought a fishing rod just for you. We can go fishing together this time. You used to love it when you were just a child. More squirrels have been showing up around the hazel tree. I don't know why those poor creatures eat those awful hazelnuts. I know how exhausting work can be, so don't push yourself too hard. I'll be waiting for you at Christmas. There will always be a warm bed here for you to sleep in.
Grandpappy! Why didn't he send me this?
I've been hearing things around the house. Footsteps. I always think it's you, but when I look, no one is there. I can't tell whether I'm going crazy or if my ears just aren't what they used to be. I hope we can see each other during your vacation, just like we used to.
You place the letter back on the desk. A knot forms in your throat. All of the letters. They just keep getting worse. Uh-oh. I should have come.
I've been trying to clear out some old things in the attic. There's a strange smell up there. It wasn't like that before. During the night, the house felt less cold than usual.
Some of them look repetitive and are full of scribbles. Mold, did you drive my grandpappy crazy? When did this start? Ooh, a drawer. You open one of the desk drawers. The wood is damp. One of the papers seems stuck to the bottom. You pull it carefully. It tears. The handwriting is shaky but legible. Please come soon. I came too late. Beep! A faint sound travels through the house. You freeze. It isn't coming from the hallway. It isn't coming from the stairs. You get to your feet quickly. Staying there doesn't feel right. Not anymore. Living room? Take a bath? I'm gonna go in the living room. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me to get in the bath. You cross the hallway. The living room still looks strangely tidy. The windows are still open from this morning. Outside, a few squirrels move through the hazel tree in the garden. Grandpa said this tree never bore good fruit. Do hazel trees give fruit? Even so, it was never cut down. One of them stops, motionless. Squirrels better not start talking to me. Its tiny, rigid body staring directly at the house. You take a step. The creak doesn't echo. It just vanishes. The wall next to the window looks slightly stained. You hadn't noticed it before. Now it seems too obvious to ignore. Dark, irregular patches, climbing slowly, as if they were growing. Outside, the squirrel bolts. The squirrel's like, I'm not dealing with this. Suddenly, for no reason, silence. Even the squirrels think I stink. This house. A shiver runs through your body. You look away. I tell you what, this is getting pretty scary. Mold really had prepared the bath, but it was just water, without a single drop of soap. You toss some bath salts into the water before getting in. Your body finally seems to relax as you sink into the tub. Why didn't Grandpa ever send me those letters? I could have come. You pick up a bath sponge, scrubbing down your arm to your wrist. What even is this? You scrub harder as it itches. Giving up, you go back to scrubbing your arms. The smell of the cardigan is thoroughly embedded now. Ugh. Your skin burns, turning red and raw. The smell refuses to wash off. I'm naked! Don't come in! You didn't hear footsteps. You didn't hear the door open. The doorknob turns. I'm bathing! Slowly. You're certain you locked it. It opens anyway. Mold walks in as if it's the most normal thing in the world. He holds a towel in his hands. His eyes scan over you, but they don't react. as if there's nothing to see. You move quickly, trying to cover yourself, but his gaze never wavers.
Don't scrub so hard. It will hurt.
He approaches the sink, neatly setting down the folded towel. How does he know?
Hurry up. Mold made meat. My madam needs to eat.
He lingers at the door for a moment. You see, Mold, sweetie, honey, Pookie, you're doing an awful lot of telling me what to do. He lingers at the door for a moment, as if expecting something. Nothing comes. What, you want a tip? You want a thank you? He leaves. The door closes with a soft click. The water's completely still, silent. You step out of the tub, giving up on ridding yourself of the scent clinging to you. The towel feels soft, warm. You hesitate for a second, before drying yourself off anyway. The table is set with only one plate. He isn't there. Even so, he's sitting down, waiting, and that apple is still there. Oh, the meat looks raw. Pooh comes. Not rare, just raw. Did you just put some salt and pepper on it and then go, it's done? The center is far too red. The scent wafts up. The smell of meat is overpowering. The uncanny feeling from just moments ago still hasn't left your mind. Not just that. He's been acting strange all day, yeah. His eyes never leave you. He doesn't even blink.
My madam is acting strange.
Calm him down, talk about the bathroom door, or wonder what that sound was. Bathroom door. Bathroom door. How did you open the bathroom door? It was locked. He tilts his head. You hear that crack again. It gives you chills. Yeah, that sure is a sound.
It wasn't.
You swallow hard. His eyes don't blink. His irises look narrower.
My madam tried to hide. Why?
His tone shifts. It's not anger. It's hurt. 'Cause I want some privacy. Calm him down, or tell him to not tell me what to do. I'm just tired. Silence. He watches you for far too long.
Tired. Then do not think.
Why, your eyes look all scary right now.
Just eat.
The silence somehow feels worse.
Mold takes care. That way you, madam, does not need to leave.
The meat sits on the plate, untouched. Honey. He keeps staring. Not like before. It feels more fixed. Intense. Stop! You hear it. This time, it's clear. Something in the wall behind you.
My madam does not trust.
He stands up, as if nothing had happened.
Eat before it gets cold.
Tell me what to do. You finished your meal. After he stood up, he disappeared from the kitchen. Mold didn't say another word before leaving. Something is very wrong. He seems stranger than usual. If I can even call the 2 days I've known him usual. This time you wash the dishes left behind and dry your hands before heading upstairs. You climb the stairs, one step, then another. You stop. You look back, but all you see is an empty, dark kitchen. You keep climbing, faster this time. You rush into your bedroom, shutting the door behind you. The sound echoes louder than you'd like. You don't turn off the light this time. You don't want to. You lie down on the bed, exhausted. Tomorrow, he'll still be here. I could have left. I could have walked away. Why didn't you? I tried. You could have started over. A different place, a different home, a different life. Then why did you come back? Or is it talking about how I had no choice? You close your eyes, trying to push every thought away. This house is creaking more than usual. Eek! Your eyes snap open in a panic. Your feet kick at the blankets as you scramble backwards across the bed. Oh! The wall behind the headboard is completely cracked. What is this? The crack spreads. Another one. Casita? Is the magic of the casita fading? Like in the movie Encanto. The wall doesn't look like it's simply breaking. It's opening. There are no bricks. There is no framework. Oh no. Is mold not just in the house? Is mold the house? Only darkness. Dense. Far too deep to be a wall. The smell in the room becomes increasingly suffocating. Strong. That same smell of damp earth. You retreat further across the bed. The mattress beneath you sinks deeper than it should. No.
I did everything right. I did everything right.
Mold?
Why?
His voice isn't coming from the door. It's coming from far too close. Is he the bed? From all sides. Suffocating you. The cracks stop spreading. Everything goes quiet. Your breathing grows faster and faster. You look towards every corner of the room, terrified.
Don't be afraid. My madam looks beautiful like this when afraid.
You try to get out of bed. Your body won't respond, not completely. Something is stopping you. Maybe it's fear. The light begins to fail. Flicker. Oh no. Flicker. Weaker.
Stay.
Something touches your skin. Cold. Familiar. Your vision gives out. Darkness. Imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute horror. There's mold everywhere. The mattress sinks, but the smell doesn't go away.
I will take care of you. Like this. You won't think about leaving us again.
Whoops. Bad ending. Beyond the limits. Just because I tried to leave. Listen, Mold, we gotta make some boundaries, honey. Alright, so back in day one, this apple that's been sitting here the entire time, what if we throw that away? An apple. Strange. Something else bothers me about this kitchen. Everything seems modified. The fruit shines on the clean counter, almost perfect in an artificial way. Yeah, it's talking about how artificial the food looks. If it weren't for a bite on the side, too small and delicate, as if just tasting the flavor. The flesh is still pale. It looks like it was only recently exposed to the air. I didn't bite that. Let's throw it in the trash. Your hands linger on the fruit for a moment. Something about it feels deeply wrong. An unsettling shiver crawls up your arm. You toss it into the trash abruptly, as if you'd touched something contaminated. The apple you threw away yesterday is back in the fruit bowl. The skin is now dark and bruised. Large spots of mold are spreading across its surface, and a liquid is leaking from the fruit. Listen, Mold, I will chuck that thing across the field. Since when do you even have a fruit bowl? And it's just gonna sit there. He snaps his head in your direction. The movement is fast, as if he had already been watching before you even arrived. I'm going to sit in silence because I'm flabbergasted. You obediently sit at the table. Mold walks over calmly, humming that same song from before. Oh. He serves you a plate of scrambled eggs and toast. The bread looks a little burnt. When you look up, Mold sets a plate in front of himself with nothing but eggs. He pulls out a chair and sits down awkwardly. The table looks too low to accommodate his long legs.
We are eating together. Mold will eat.
His plate seems to have just unseasoned eggs. His fingers grip the fork in a strange way. He doesn't look at his food. He just keeps staring at you.
Please, eat.
Aww. He brings a piece of egg to his mouth, chewing slowly. It's as if every single movement takes physical effort. His hands don't look right. Try to please him, avoid him, and finish quickly. You try to ignore his presence at the table and focus on the plate in front of you. You take a bite of the eggs. They're a bit salty, and he left some eggshells. He let some eggshells fall in, making you bite into crunchy bits. Honey. All right, it's your first day on the job, but we gotta do some improvement here. You eat hurriedly, not even bothering to chew properly before swallowing. Ooh. As you push your empty plate away, Mold stops eating and looks up at you again.
My madam ate fast. Does madam chew faster when you gets nervous? Yesterday, you didn't chew like that.
Bye. I just run up from the table. Mold picks up all the ceramic shards. He moves through the kitchen in an unsettling way. He doesn't say a word while taking care of all the dirty dishes. You know what? This time, I'm not taking that cardigan. I can't have people staring at me. I don't need this. It's sunny. The smile vanishes from his face.
You need it.
He grabs your wrist again, painfully tight. Hey!
Wear it.
All right, listen, Mold. You really need to stop telling me what to do, because that just makes me not want to do it more. He forces the fabric onto your body, dressing you in the cardigan against your will. I'll take it off and throw it on the floor. The door is right there, but something feels off, as if leaving isn't going to be as easy as it seems. Oh yeah, I looked around downstairs. What if I explore upstairs? You walk up the stairs, resting your hands on the handrail. You've walked this path at least 3 times since you arrived, but you've never stopped to look closely. Guest room? Grandpa? What's in Grandpa's room? What you got in your room, Grandpa? You've been spending your nights here. Oh, I've been sleeping in Grandpa's room. The smell has already become all too familiar. The vase of blue roses are still there, looking out of place from the rest of the room. What's this over here? An old doll. Grandpa told me it belonged to my mother. She didn't seem to have a good relationship with him, but he still kept this so lovingly in his own room. You inspect the doll, noticing a crude stitch on one of the arms. Best to leave it where it is. What's up with these flowers? Or the drawer, I guess. You open the drawer, finding a few papers. Medical prescriptions, receipts, unimportant things. Your fingers brush against a small notebook, and you open it. There are several entries in your grandfather's shaky but still elegant handwriting. Handwritten calculations and reminders. Some pages have phrases and reminders repeated more than once. You flip to the last page.
He is waiting for your grandchild, too.
You read it again, confused. Why would Grandpa write this? Sigh! You should have visited more. All right, let's look at that guest room. The guest bedroom. You used to sleep here when you were younger. It feels a bit smaller now. You draw the curtains. The light reveals dust motes dancing in the air. Unlike the rest of the house, this room doesn't seem to have been polished by mold. It's just frozen in time. What's this on the desk? You expected to find old sheets smelling like fabric kept in storage for too long, but that's not it. Instead, there's a shoebox full of family photos and pictures of you, ones you had posted on your social media. You realize that while you barely paid attention, he was saving mementos of you. As many as he could. A shiver runs through your body. Silence. Papa! The bedsheet had an old blue pattern you recognized, On the mattress sits a book you forgot the last time you visited. Why did he put this here? Your fingers touch the book. I promised to finish it next time I came. Next time never came. Your body finally seems to relax as you sink into the tub. He still kept so many memories. I guess my mother and I aren't so different after all. Now, I went back to the beginning so I could try a different kind of route, but look over to the left. Was that there last time? Eh? Wait. Was that a voice? Editor May? Editor May, what's going on? Was that a voice? Did I hear something? Am I going crazy?
Next.
Alright, now I'm going to be as mean as possible. I ignored his cute little drawing, I threw away his fruit, and I'm going to ignore him. You don't answer. You don't move. You don't sit. You avoid looking. Avoid thinking. Avoid acknowledging what's right in front of you. You had hoped that, upon waking up, he wouldn't be there anymore. But he is, standing in your kitchen, as if he had always been there. The warm smell of food doesn't help. Nothing here helps. This is the I'm putting my foot down playthrough. Even without looking, you feel it. His gaze never leaves you. He doesn't blink. He doesn't waver. It just stays fixed on you.
My madam?
You walk right past him.
Did Mold do something wrong?
His voice sounds different. You open a random cabinet, pretending to look for something. Anything. Maybe that way he'll get the hint. Ignore him. Silence.
Why?
You keep ignoring him.
Madam?
Uh-oh. You feel the floor beneath you is trembling.
Why don't you say anything? What did Mold do? Does my madam not like eggs? Mold will make something else. Don't ignore Mold. Look at me.
You slam the cabinet door shut. Be quiet! He doesn't move. His breathing is silent, as if he's holding his breath. Ooh. A crack. The air grows heavy. Your body feels heavier, as if something is pressing you down.
Mold made food.
His voice cracks.
Mold took care of it. Took care of everything.
Eat. The loud noises sets your heart racing. What is happening? Casita?
I did everything right.
The words slip out differently. Wrong. As if they didn't belong to him.
I did what was necessary.
You turn your head to look over your shoulder. His pupils look different. Vertical. Ah! His eyes are wide open. Too wide. His neck looks abnormal.
Why does my madam ignore me?
The floor beneath you now vibrates more intensely. Silverware rattles inside the drawers. Glasses vibrate as if they're about to shatter. I'm gonna make it worse. You turn your face away again. Your hands grip the counter as the shaking seems to intensify even more. What is wrong with him? His breathing seems to grow louder. The counter lights flicker frantically.
Look!
His voice is completely different now.
Look at me! 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 Look at me!
I mean, if that's all you want. The plates on the table crash to the floor, scattering broken ceramic. You flinch, covering yourself with your hands as if that could protect you. The shaking stops suddenly. The only plate that didn't break spins across the floor for a few seconds before coming to a stop. You reluctantly look back. Bro, you mad? Are you actually mad right now? You seem upset. Mold stands completely still. His shoulders drop far too quickly. His breathing still seems uneven. Meat! He takes a step towards you. Your body recoils in fear. Then he stops, as if he knows he shouldn't come any closer.
No, don't ignore.
Another crack. It sounds weaker now. His pupils still seem smaller. His eyes are wet with something you're certain aren't tears. It runs down his face, thick and viscous. Aw, I made the entity cry. He wipes it away far too quickly with his sleeve, as if he doesn't want you to see.
When you, madam, doesn't look, mold disappears.
Really? He stares at his own distorted reflection in the shattered glass, frightened. Then he crouches down. He doesn't seem calm, just desperately trying to return to normal. His hands quickly gather the broken shards. One of them cuts his palm, but he doesn't react. The kitchen falls silent once again, but not in a normal way. The lights still flicker from time to time, and Mold doesn't look at you the way he used to. He sets another plate on the table with excessive care, as if a single mistake could make everything worse again. His hand is still injured, but he doesn't seem to notice. As soon as you finish, he takes the plate away immediately, silent. Look around. Wait. What if I wait? You fold your hands on the table, watching Mold wash the dirty dishes. The water runs over his hands in a strange way. The burns that were on them seem to vanish all of a sudden. The cut disappears as well. Oh yeah, because I guess mold is fed with moisture. Slowly, the skin knits itself back together before your eyes, as if it had never been opened at all. The water stops running. More silence. Mold doesn't turn to face you right away. He grips the edge of the sink and takes a deep breath. Then he moves. He walks up to you with slow yet somehow heavy steps. His hand rummages through the pocket of the sweatpants he stole from your closet, pulling out something from inside. Oh yeah, the keys. I wonder if I can make him even more mad. Snatch the keys from his hand. Oh, I'm sorry, Pilgrims, I'm sorry. I'm only doing it out of curiosity. You grab the keys quickly, terrified he might change his mind. For a moment, he almost pulls away. You didn't think he would actually give them to you. Oh, why do I have the option to not take any fruit? Or what if I don't take no fruit? You look over the colorful fruit displays. Nothing there looks particularly appetizing. If you buy them, they'll just end up rotting on the counter. I already have enough. Oh yeah, and last time I chose to stay, what if I leave? Where am I going? You turn around, heading in the opposite direction of the house. Ooh. Your steps are quick, desperate. You focus on your own feet, ignoring the shiver running up your spine. I can't go back. Now that I'm out, I can't go back there. You walk for 2, 3 entire blocks. These streets are familiar in your memory. They remind you of childhood. But now, they feel meaningless. You squeeze the bags in your hand. Your mind is racing. And my clothes, all my things are over there. I have nothing but a dead phone, some spare change, and grocery bags. People pass by. Some steer clear. Others pretend not to see you. You stop. Your chest is heavy with something eating away at you. Guilt. I abandoned Grandpa when he needed me. I wasn't there. A car drives slowly past you. But now, someone is taking care of me. You look over your shoulder, staring back down the street you came from. I'm doing it again. It's the only thing I have left of him, so how could I... Before you can stop them, warm tears are already streaming down your cheeks. You wipe them away with the sleeve of the cardigan. If I go back, I know what that means. But where else would I go? You look around for something. A bus stop, a taxi, anything. Nothing seems within reach. Come on, I don't want to do all this walking. The thought hits you before you can stop it. There was food there. Return? Well, that's my only choice. You're back. The house looks smaller in the daylight, less threatening. The counter is far too clean. The shards of the broken plate are still in the trash. You open the bags, taking out each item. A shiver runs up the back of your neck. Before you even understand why, you look back. Hey, Pookum Schnookums. Alright, that still leads to the same bad ending. Beyond the limits. Alright, let's be nice. Let's be nice to the Pookie. Hey there, pre-recorded Esquire here, and may I have 30 seconds of your time? Want me to draw your OCs? Check out my Ko-fi page for art commissions as low as $20. Link in the description. Every week I post a Saturday update blog on both of my Patreons and now also my YouTube channel members. With behind-the-scenes stuff, upcoming games I want to play, life stuff, old lady stuff, and pictures of Daisy. Link in the description. Want to see the full uncensored versions of gameplays I can't show on this channel? Join my adult Patreon for the low price of $1 and being over the age of 18. And then do you yearn to wear merch of a super obscure free visual novel? Check out my TeePublic and Teespring t-shirt store. Descriptions are in link. Want to support my channel but you have no money? Hit the like button or subscribe. It's free. That's right, free. We're just giving it away. Check out my itch.io page. Play Picture Perfect Boyfriend. It's free. Link in the description. Ugh, what if I eat this apple that's sitting here? You stare at the apple in your hand. If they ate some, why leave it here? Your stomach aches. Before you can think, you bring the fruit to your mouth. It's sweet. Too sweet. The texture gives way easily. Inside, it's softer than it should be. What's with all this fake fruit? Something about it feels wrong. You toss the core into the trash once the soft flesh is gone. You aren't sure if you were actually that hungry. Why was that all in big bold letters? I'm just tired. I have to be. Your voice sounds muffled, as if you were speaking from far away. The sweet taste lingers in your mouth, overwhelming. It feels sickening now. Uh-oh. Your body freezes. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Your eyes drift upwards, above you. A stain marks the corner of the wall. Has that always been there? You frown. It looks like a massive leak. Your stomach churns. Not from hunger, but something else. Something heavier. I need a shower. I need to maybe regurgitate what I just ate. Aw, this smiley face drawing in that he leaves there. No matter how much you wanted to find an explanation for this, those drawings made it clear. You're not alone. Leave the bathroom without looking? You turn your face away, avoiding looking at the mirror again. Part of you wants to understand. Another part feels like you aren't safe here. Alright, back in day 2, I'm trying to be nice. The clothes now smell of damp earth and something sickly sweet and decaying. This doesn't bother you as much as you expected. Maybe it should bother you more. Good morning, Pookum Schnookums. Good morning, Mold. Mold seems to freeze at the sound of your voice. Aww.
Mold made food. Mold did everything right.
Mold did do everything right, good boy. He suddenly stops, looking at you with a satisfied smile. Oh, he's even blushing a little bit.
My madam accepted it. Mold is happy.
He clumsily serves you, setting the plate up in front of you. He almost drops it into your lap. Oh, he's doing his best.
Did my madam like the roses? Mold picked them for you.
He rubs his hands together awkwardly while waiting for your answer. Thank you, Pookum Schnookums. Yes, they're beautiful. Mold stands completely still for a second. He seems to be processing it, as if it were truly unexpected. Then, his smile widens. Eh?
My madam liked them?
He leans in.
Then Mold did right.
His smile doesn't fade. Oh, he's so happy. It just stays there.
If Mold does right, Mold can keep going.
Too close.
Yes, Mold will put them all over the house. If it is correct, my madam stays.
Uh-oh. Mold picks up all the ceramic shards. He moves to the kitchen in an unsettling way. Oh, he's so happy. We just need to teach you how to cook, Pookums. Your hands don't look right, Pookie. His hands don't seem right. You look curiously at his slender fingers. They seem slightly red and have small bumps, like burns. Noticing your gaze, Mold pulls his hand back, trying to hide it from your curiosity.
This is nothing.
Try to please him? You look at his plate and place one of your pieces of toast onto it. Aww. He looks at you, confused by the gesture, but quickly smiles.
Is my madam giving this to Mold? Is it a gift? Thank you, my madam.
Aww. His irises dilate as he smiles joyfully. Oh, how terrifying. Before you leave, he grabs your wrist tightly. The very same wrist that's still itching from that strange allergy. But when he touches it, the burning seems to soothe.
Wait a moment.
He lets go of your hand. You don't understand what he wants this time. Without a word, he vanishes up the stairs. When he returns, there's fabric in his hands. All right, I'll wear it. I'll wear it. Take the stinky cardigan. You slot the key into the lock. Turn it. It's unlocked. You look over your shoulder, expecting to see Mold standing there, but he's already gone. Where are my other things? You walk over to the small dresser where you usually leave your belongings. Your wallet and phone are there, lined up perfectly. Aww. I have the keys, so I could just leave. I could go to a bus station and never come back. But why does that feel so cruel? Your wrists flare up, and you scratch it with frantic intensity. Ooh. Don't mind me, I'm just doing some shopping in my smelly cardigan. You need some meat. You won't survive on bread, eggs, and a few sticky rice bowls of pasta alone. Your body freezes. Your own reflection in the glass startles you. What? Why do I look sick? Uh-oh. Your skin is paler than usual, and the dark circles under your eyes are far too noticeable for someone who slept so well last night. I didn't look like this yesterday. You ignore it for now and open the freezer. Your hand hovers over the cuts. For a moment, they all look the same. No smell, no difference. You pick one at random. It feels right, even if you don't know why. For a second, you think about getting something he might like. But what would he even like? Aww. Oh wait, is this when we get him some fruit? Your hand trembles before touching the fruit. The skin feels soft. No, not soft. It gives slightly beneath your touch. You pull your hand back quickly. For a second, that sweet taste returns to your mouth. Strong, sickening. The other fruits around it seem dull, bland, and worthless. Let's take a fruit. You reach out and grab a small bag of oranges. They look fresh and sweet. Maybe you need some vitamins. Be hilarious if the whole thing is scurvy. I just cure it with a bag of oranges. You place them into the basket with a lingering sense of unease. You know what? I don't need to call nobody. Save my battery. You lock the screen. You don't want to drag anyone else into this. The dead silence of the device feels heavier than any conversation. You wipe your face. The feeling of defeat feels embedded in your skin. I can't just disappear. You stare down the street you came from. The way back feels shorter than the way out. Let's go back home. The tightness in your chest eases. Being here feels right. Oh no, I am infected. More than it should. I'm infected. Everything is quiet, but the smell hasn't gone away. You set the groceries on the counter. You take off the cardigan. Strangely enough, you didn't feel any warmth for him at all. Even without the fabric, the smell won't leave. You toss it into a chair by the table. The silence hangs heavy, distorted. He should be here. The counter is far too clean. You open the bags, taking out each item. Pookums, I got you some oranges. He's standing just a few paces behind you.
My madam came back.
Yeah, I did.
Mold knew. My madam always comes back.
He is close. Far too close. But he doesn't touch you right away. He watches the items you pull from the bags with curiosity.
My madam brought new things.
His smile widens.
Mold will put everything away.
No, Pookie, I'll do it. His hand reaches out to you, tucking a strand of hair behind your ear. His touch is soft and gentle, as if you were made of something fragile. He steps away and picks up the discarded cardigan, smoothing the edge of the fabric before folding it carefully, as if it were something precious. The smell of the cardigan is thoroughly embedded now. For a moment, you think it isn't unpleasant anymore. It's almost pleasant. You stop. Your hand hesitates. Then you start scrubbing again, harder. Your skin burns, turning red and raw. The smell refuses to wash off. How do you wash off the smell of something moldy? I guess maybe vinegar? The meat looks raw. Oh, pookums. Not rare, just raw. The center is far too red. The scent wafts up. It's not bad. In fact, it looks good. Oh no! Warm. Familiar. It seems normal enough. His gaze is gentle. He seems happy as he watches you eat. We can ask him stuff. Ask about him. Where exactly did you come from? You said you've always been here. His smile falters for a split second. His fingers tap nervously against the table.
Mold doesn't remember the beginning. Only remembers the after.
He traces his finger along the tabletop.
The house was empty. Then it wasn't anymore.
Ask about my pop-pop? Did you know my grandfather? Mold stops. He seems to freeze right then and there.
He took care of the house. Mold takes care of it too.
He tilts his head without looking at you.
Mold heard him calling.
He doesn't seem to give a complete answer to anything. Your attention shifts back to your plate. The meat is hot, but far too soft. The knife sinks in effortlessly as you cut. It doesn't feel right. The taste isn't bad. It shouldn't taste good, but it does. You swallow it more easily than you should. You finish your food. You didn't exchange another word during dinner, but he was there. He took your plate just like before and placed it in the sink. There's something strange about having someone take care of you. Did he take care of Grandpa too? As soon as he finishes, he looks at you with his usual smile. It feels softer this time.
My madam should rest. Tomorrow will be better.
You don't answer. The silence between you stretches on longer than it should. You stand up. The chair scrapes lightly against the floor. As you walk upstairs, the weight on your body eases. It doesn't disappear completely, but it's a relief. Mold didn't follow you this time like he did last night. I'm sure he's still there, though. Maybe he's busy, or maybe he simply didn't want to. You enter the bedroom feeling a little more relieved. You got answers today, even if they didn't help as much as they should have. You turn off the light. The room sinks into darkness as you lie down on the bed. The mattress feels soft, unlike yesterday. It feels right. You close your eyes, feeling safe. Before you drift completely off to sleep, the bedroom door creaks. Pookums. Your eyes slip up.
My soul has left my body.
Mold. Pookums. Schnookums. If I was you, I would never do that again.
If I was you, I would never do that again.
You are still awake.
Yeah, no kidding. He sits on the floor, resting his hands on the bed. Stop. being cute. I don't forgive you for that jump scare.
Always closer than he should be. You already suspected that he came into your room, but actually seeing it is different. He simply stays there, watching you. He doesn't say a word, doesn't touch you, just stares.
Mold is all alone when Madam sleeps. It is not good. But now, you, Madam, will stay.
He shifts more of his weight onto the mattress, resting his head on his arms. His pupils dilate as he watches you.
I'm gonna let him stay close, but maybe, you know what, I don't forgive you for that jump scare. Keep some distance.
You don't move. You don't tell him to leave. You can stay there.
Here?
He doesn't exactly look happy, but he doesn't seem upset either.
Mold will stay.
The silence slowly returns, less empty. It doesn't feel quite as uncomfortable now. You close your eyes with the certainty that you're not alone. Good ending too. Close enough.
All right, baby boy. Bring it in. You can come closer.
You hesitate, but you don't tell him to leave. The idea of having him stare at you from that position every night is terrifying. Don't you want to lay down?
Yeah, actually, I would prefer if you weren't glaring at me on the side of the bed.
He stops,
Aww.
processes it. He doesn't ask whether you're sure or not, and simply climbs into the bed.
Oh, precious.
The mattress sinks, but it doesn't bother you. Mold curls up on his side, a wide smile spreading across his face.
Oh, precious.
His eyes have become almost terrifyingly dark now.
My Madam drew close. I love it. Love it.
His fingers slowly slide through your hair, as if learning its texture.
Your body is so warm, my Madam.
His fingers linger there for far too long. They simply stay there,
Entangled in my wig.
as if he's trying to commit the sensation to memory. You can feel the weight of his gaze, even in the dark. No matter how many times you see them, his eyes still look strange.
Yeah.
Large, dark, unblinking. But he doesn't seem dangerous right now. Just absurdly attentive.
My Madam isn't trembling anymore.
You realize too late that he's right. Your body really doesn't feel as tense as it did before. He slowly brings his face closer, close enough for the scent of damp earth to grow stronger again.
Mold made you, Madam, uncomfortable before. But Madam came back. So Mold learns.
You don't quite know how to answer. The bed sinks slightly as he edges closer, slowly, cautiously, like an animal trying not to startle a smaller creature.
Can I stay here?
The question comes too late.
He's already there.
The silence slowly returns, less empty. It doesn't feel quite as uncomfortable now. You close your eyes with the certainty that you're not alone.
Aw, good ending one. By your side. Aw. Well, that was day 2 of Home is Where He Is, and I have conflicting feelings about Mold. He's actually kind of scary. I'm actually a bit unsettled by our housewife. But he is indeed a good housewife. He just needs to learn a few things, like not to put the shells in the eggs and to cook the meat. And I think eating that fruit was a real bad idea.
What's the deal with all the food being fake-looking? What's the deal with our grandpapa? Of course, if you would like to follow this game's developer or play it yourself, there is a link in the description. And also be sure to rate the games you like and follow the developers. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.